The next day, I'm roused from my sleep by the smell of something delicious being made in the apartment. Looking over at my phone with half-awake eyes, see it's about half an hour before I need to wake up. I guess Anna didn't sleep well. Miss Erica is making something for herself downstairs and the smell is wafting up here. My stomach grumbles at the thought of food. There's no way I'm going back to sleep now. Fuck it. I'll check it out. I slip out of bed, putting on a pair of shorts to go with my undershirt as I walk out the door, step out into the main living area of the apartment. The lights over the kitchen are on, meaning it's Anna who's making something. Pink traces of cooked brown sugar nuts and bananas waft in the air. More wafting. It's comforting, nostalgic. Reminds me of our family home back in Rock Bottom. Memories drift forward, of times when Mom would wake up early in the morning to bake something for friends, or for the holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas. Wait, is she making Mom's banana bread recipe? Do we have midterms later today? When I slide into the kitchen, I see her at the clean counter with the school books in front of her. There's a cup of coffee next to her and a status for classes. Spot two freshly baked loaves of banana bread on the cooling rack. She's set up next to the oven. Oh. Yeah, forgot to set this to the loop. Where the coffee maker is. A tired green eye flicks up at me. Oh, morning, up early. I could say the same to you, sis. Thought of midterms keeping you up? No, I slept well enough. I woke up early and thought I'd surprise you today. Wait, this entire loaf of bread is for me? It's for both of us. I want something sweet to eat in between classes. I know how much you like her bread. Mom's bread. It's fresh too if you want a cup. I'm taken aback by Anna's acting towards me. Did something happen? She hasn't done anything like this since we've gotten here, especially since our fight. I want to ask her what happens, but part of me is afraid of destroying this peace we have. For God's sake, it's midterms today. The last thing either of us need is another fight. Thanks, sis, I say, as I walk over to the cabinet and grab my mug from inside. One fresh cup of coffee poured with a tinge of cream in it. Perfect. At least I don't have to bum another energy drink out of the vending machines at school. I doubt there'll be any left because of the testing today, even if I got there early. Emmy's nagging about the unhealthiness of it. I'm going to grimace for a moment before I bring the mug up to my lips and sip. Breakfast blend. Freshly ground beans. Fuck yes, nothing better to waking up to than this. Sweet, sweet coffee. I settle down across the counter from Ana, sip my hot bean juice and tandem with her, still slowly wagging with her thoughts as she delves into the study material for advanced courses. I really couldn't do any of that. I'm barely passing English and science as is, and I'm good at science. I'd be right to blame the teachers, but it's partially my fault as well. English being my homeroom didn't really do me any favors. Don't know how long I'm sitting here with her, but my cup is nearly done. I think she's only halfway through hers. Meanwhile, she's only halfway through hers. In the lull, a familiar groan of her stomach. Typical. She's putting on a brave face, but if I had to kill the stubborn half of a student, hasn't had breakfast. There's a banana bread right here. And I could have had some of the banana bread before I woke up, but she serves to wait for me. You know what? You make coffee and bake first. I'll make a breakfast, why not? Stand up from my spot and walk over to the fridge, pulling out the carton of eggs to check what we have. Got some breakfast sausage, frozen hash browns, and some canned chili. I almost assume Mom slapped me upside the head too for using this, but fuck it. This is about carbs, not style. Midwestern-style breakfast. Just what we need. I like how she's Midwestern, but also Maori. It's like, what are you trying to achieve here culturally? What is the intended background flavor to this character at this point? Oops, don't forget the cheese. Anna likes good cheese. Barbarian, no one can appreciate good old American slices anymore. You're putting it on fucking hash browns, man. It's not a burger. What you doing? The large skillet pan I place on the burner slowly warms up as I drop a dollop of unsalted butter. Look back at her. No, you know, just making breakfast for us. You up for a garbage plate? Yeah. The tail moves faster in anticipation. I can imagine her drooling at the smell. The spell? Oh, I mean, it is kind of a spell. Go have it ready in a bit. You want help? Nah, I got the sandwiches. Focus your school shit, that's more important. I mean, I appreciate that we're doing this without characters just talking at each other. It's fine now. We're actually fixing things. Not by talking, though I personally believe this is one of those situations where we should probably talk, but... I mean, I guess at least the vibes are being improved upon. They're not denying or avoiding it. In a whatever. Look deep in thought. She goes back to it. Fuck yeah, brown butter. I love complex flavors. What the hell? What is brown butter? The Moushold? The Moushold? It's the Moushold. Just call it the Moushold. The household for mouse. Isn't that the fucking Pokemon? Reach into the lower cabinet and pull out a 1-quart pot for the chili to warm up in. As on the side as I start cooking the frozen stuff first. The hash smells divine. As it goes from being frozen to cold. The idea of putting frozen food in a pan just fucks me up, man. That can't be good for the food to scooch it from freezing to boiling. I scoot over to one side of the pan so it doesn't cook any further. And make room for the breakfast sausage. The grease from the meat pools. Why didn't you do the meat first and gather the grease and then use that to deep fry your fucking... Like, why are you going through the butter? Just fucking use the sausages, put them on a low heat, use the grease to... Come on, man, there's ways to do this. Unless you don't fucking... Unless you hope your sausages don't pop. Poke some holes in them, buddy. Let the grease out. Cooking it further and giving some crispy edges. While my stomach growls at the smell, I hear a companionable echo from my sister. Man, there's so much fucking stomach growling in these last 2 chapters. Scrambled or fried, Anna. I'll scramble through... Yeah, with shredded cheese, I got you. I know, she doesn't change. Yeah, you already mentioned this. It's really weird to bring it up twice like this. Hey. So Anna's just cooking food. I mean, admittedly, this is a better description of food being cooked than some other people, so hey. It's a cute little relaxation moment. What would Fang like? Wonder if Fang would like it. I mean, Fang eats dino nuggies and assorted meats. She seems to be a meat eater. I think she's very simple in her eating, and meat is like a very easy thing to just enjoy without having to think too hard about it. Carbs. Paper? Why do you even have paper plates? Why doesn't she give you shit for serving this greasy-ass shit on a paper plate? Anyway, with mutual gratitude, it's all going fine. Midterms are in the back for the Moose twins. Okay, I guess they're now, let's do something else for the classics. My fingers are numb, and it's not just from the stress of the exams. I'm riding a new string of tension from the fact that I just played the guitar in front of the whole class. It wasn't perfect by any means, but I did something. But I set my mind to something, and I accomplished it. Jingo was impressed, which isn't saying much. Consider how often he dozed off and he doesn't have anything to teach. I might have been playing for him in the grade, but it's all thanks to Fangs, who makes a kick-ass teacher. I really couldn't have done this without them. I were handed our grades for our midterms on the way out of class, and I aced my music midterm. Fuck yes! Skill then slaps me on the back as a familiar Snoot peeks over my shoulder and the whistle at the side. Well, Dweeb, look at that, you did it. Oh, fuck, they're really close. Alert! Alert! Alarms, my beloved. Why would you hurt me? Yeah! Inch away from Fang to make some space and cool off the alarms blaring in my brain and heart. I really did it. God, I hope they don't hear my heart hammering in my chest. Is my pocket spaghetti spilling out? Ah, that's no good. Same time next week, I can make a guitarist out of you yet. Say with the smuggest grin on that beak as they walk past me in front of me. Man, those wings look soft. Didn't you literally get hugged by them? You should know if they're soft. This is not a question. Buckaroo? Alright, get it together, you bold romantic. We'll see. I wouldn't mind taking a break after all this midterm bullshit, though. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, Casanova. Guys, I'm gonna I don't have track practice. This feels weird. Man, my throat's really messed up today. Get out your banana, Bread Bingus. To clear out my throat a little there. My throat is suddenly uneasy at the thought of both of them. Brings my memories. Yeah, because you... Wait. We just skipped over all of that, I guess. Fair enough. I guess. Feels kind of weird. Felt like a big moment, and then we just glide over it. Okay, I can't think about it. Fuck. I wish we could skip out on the presentation they're having after school. Wait, what's happening? Yeah, there's some sort of presentation about college and shit happening in a few minutes. You expend all your brain cells doing midterms. Forget about that. Yeah, generous of you to consider I had any to begin with. Never said you did, Dweeb. Oh, you asshole! We walked together to the auditorium where they're apparently having this presentation. Fang filled me in on the way. I must have been half asleep in my homeroom to completely miss Spears' announcement. That or I was locked in taking the midterms today. That I zoomed out. That or I was locked in on taking midterms today that I zoned out. You were so... Isn't it? You were so locked in? I feel like there's something missing there. Seniors are flooding the auditorium by the looks of it. Most of them are either chipping for finishing the midterms or half-dead walking corpses that look ready to go home and take a damn nap. A long honk shoe, if you will. Out of everyone in the crowd who stand out, the line grooms steg on the orange ankylosaur. That must have been waiting for Anna before they go in. Apart from earlier returns, it makes me sick to my stomach. I don't think this feeling will go away unless I talk to them. If I can make Pika Trish, I can do it with Stella and Rose, alright? Are we dedicating time to this? I'd like to remind you that these characters are not fucking characters in this. They don't do much. Like, I know they were there in the whole, like Girls' Day Out, but they were very tangential before that scene just ended and it went over to Anon. And, like, even the whole Reed thing, I don't know, is Anon gonna hitch up with anyone? Because it feels like she has nothing for Reed. They don't like each other. Like, there's no chemistry. Like, during that whole study session, it really felt like they were kind of bouncing off each other more than there was any connection. Borean's having a seat? Yes. Never social or whatever, blah, blah. Oh, we're just... Why does that our split usually go with, like, a horizontal line for this stuff? What do I know? I don't... I'd like to point out we're halfway through, and I know that, like, the presentation is the presentation thing. I don't know how to feel about this. Okay, wow. Actually, fuck the ape. Buttons, table grabbing us back earlier. Well... I mean, you know, it's not that bad once you know more stuff. You're like, man, that easy stuff was easy. Also, you just get your fucking grades like that? How the fuck did they do that? I mean, with music it makes sense, but... I don't get this. I got the impression that study session about history wasn't going well at all. I'm really annoyed at how this Reed thing seems to be crowbarred in when you clearly know how to write some chemistry. Like everything Aina does not feel important. Rose and Stella are not important. Reed is not important. Trish is tangential, but that's more because Fang and Anon are just kind of hanging out together. Like, they do not feel like they belong in the story in the way that they are. Like, Anon and Fang make sense because it's splitting him apart from Aina. But, come on, man. You can do me a favor? Sure, Nasser, what's up? Could you please make peace with Naomi? Well, that's unexpected. How bad has it been? So there's another make me think about it in bed. Man, I'm already worrying about my sister. I don't need to worry about two girls. Well, this is one of my best friends' wedding. God damn it, it sucks. What has happened? It really doesn't feel like too much has happened. They just kind of got snappy at each other. I guess that was that time at the Aaron household. But this, again, like the whole fucking thing, everything Aina does not get the attention it needs. It's weird. It's like there's just no space. There's nothing to copy for Aina. Sudden clatter of a skill fist on the meeting table emphasizes his frustration. Almost a gunshot in the middle of almost Liam to the lunchroom. Side of him like this holds him back. When I wave them off, I take my seat closer to Nasser. Bring almost a silent agreement because... Silent agreement. That's a hell of a way to put it. Here's the truth I don't look forward to. Why did you two even bother? Did you two ever try to bother make up? Yeah, but it doesn't affect you. I find this very interesting. Like, why is this so bad? I mean, I guess that they aren't getting along, but I guess it's like 2 years younger makes sense. He's a bit more meh. Look, give her a chance. Give me a chance to talk to her or something and figure something out. Okay, cool. She's on her way over. Just how Naomi is. I was going to warn you before you agreed. This entrapment. It is. I don't like this. This doesn't feel like Nasser to set someone up. I don't know, man. Sometimes she just refuses to address things. I seriously does not feel like something that Nasser would ever do. I know that Nasser isn't much of a character, but maybe that's the point. You can read into him whatever you want because he's not that important. Nazi poo. Man, don't call him poop. The man is literally almost colored like poop with some speckles of off corn in it. And I was watching. I really wish I wasn't. I was raw dogging manure with an unprotected hand. Why would you do that? Why is that a thing you think happens? You have nothing. Listen, man, get these PDAs out of here. We are past personal data assistants. Get out of here. Face the dragon, bite the bullet into hell with good intentions. Fuck you, English class. I'm so done. Hey, Naomi, mind if we chat for just a second? So where are you going? He's trying off. Jesus Christ. He's leaving the scene because you don't want to write this with him around. Like, I get where you're going for, but I also like the idea that, like, this is way more Nasser because Nasser does not want to be here. Actually, would he be here? I feel like he's also the kind of person who might just stick around for the conversation because he wants it to go right. A mighty breath builds in and out. What the fuck does that mean? How does it build in and out? Takes an activity out on her. I mean, Naomi has been extraordinarily passive in this story. She hasn't really done all that much to earn the animosity over time. Like, it really doesn't feel like she has it out for anyone. It's just coincidentally you happen to be fucking around. It's getting to Nasser. That's just fine. Just because you add to his stress does not mean he's not fine. Don't stop being mean. He's stressed. He does not want that to continue. Yeah, okay. Listen, why don't you just fucking break off with Nasser altogether then at that point? Like, I honestly feel that that's the easier way out than having to deal with that. You want to be that kind of person. Like, you got Stella and Rosa. Do you really need a guy whose girlfriend is constantly giving you shit? Look. I mean, you write that a lot already. Nasser's my friend, one of the only ones I had. Because he's Nasser. He's physically capable of being anything else. We like each other, but we see self fighting and bitches. Being bitches in front of him. Peace, truce. Extend my hand forward, lips tighten across her snout. She grabs hold. Ah, it's firm yet limp. So her grasp is ironclad, but her arm is like hanging. A blossom of relief. Get this fucking cherry out of here. I pump her arm up and down to seal the deal. Extending necessary contact. I'm glad we reached an accommodation. Wow. So Naomi did the expose. I mean, it makes sense that she would, considering everything that's happened so far. Is she regretful about doing it before she even did it? Because Trish sure as fuck has no reason to do this. She's kind of getting along with Anon, and there really isn't any reason to get rid of him right now. Oh god, I'm reminded of fucking Bad Apple where Trish just fucking kills herself. What the hell was that, man? What a long kiss. I feel dirty seeing that. Oh boy, it's smooch. God, what is up with the stomach acid today? It's just burning and tickling the back of my throat, making me all coughy. Cough, cough. I'm done. I don't like how we're, like, very much strong-arming Reed into it. Very much a told relationship, I feel. But then again, Anon got, like, a whole little sequence with, you know, something worked there. We're into Trish at math. He did not like going in. I think there's... Shit, he didn't got to finish the last 3 questions in the test. Damn. I like how you're saying this. It really feels more like finals than midterms, in a weird way. I love studying with us this week too, man. sweet of him. They're being cute. Fair enough. Okay, so they're all being a little cute. Everything seems to be fine. I like how you're avoiding the actual problem, but whatever. At least your emotions are strong enough that it won't be as much of a problem unless you do one of those heel turns where you let your emotions take you over again because of everything. Big steps guy. Huh. Okay, so I guess they're doing fine. Yeah, I mean, what would actually bother these two kids? What would actually make them not work? Maybe they're too similar. Maybe it's because, for all she's worth, Stella isn't really the kind of nerd that Anon would appreciate. You know. Do you really need your wife to know all about your pornographic choices? You know, doesn't have to show up in the bedroom. 1, damn mobile wolf. 2, he's not wrong. I think Amazon for a certain. Why would that exclude him from having interest in anyone else? You're allowed to ogle multiple people at once. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust on that one on my choice. Let's set Anon up with. I'm not going to push or intrude on my brother's romantic life. That's disgusting. Funny for you to say. But he can do that on his own because I trust him. I think that actually helps. I mean, you still got a problem, man. You still got something you need to solve.